Hello everyone, this is Cass, and today I wanted to talk a bit about what we can do between seasons. In the background footage, it's going to be me doing maintenance as part of a 3-step process. As you all may have noticed, the season has for the most part come and gone. Most players have started to relax a little bit, and a lot of prices have ended up falling as a result of that. So the question is, what do we do now? I have a cycle and plan that I do on each of my characters, and it is based around the cycle of patron work orders that come through. Patron work orders are delivered each day, and then every week there are 2 sets of large bulk orders that come through on your characters. Now this means that likely one of them will come in the morning, one of them will come in the evening, but since I mostly check my characters every day, this has resulted in a bit of a 3-step process for me that has an extra bonus day every now and then. So this breaks down into effectively big order days, mail days, concentration days. Those 3 kind of make up the 3 aspects of things that I want to do. Now at the start of a season, I'll start to do more of each of them at all times in the season, but when we get to this point, I try to split them up so I'm spending as little time as possible just doing the general maintenance stuff. The goal here is to stockpile as much resources as I can so that when the new season comes out, I'll be in a good place to be able to supply the market and make a good amount of gold. And on big order days, all I do is fill out orders. I'm not worried about skill points, checking my mail, spending concentration, anything like that. I may be buying things off the auction house, but in total, all I'm going to be doing is filling out the orders, and then once I'm satisfied with the orders that I filled out, I will immediately be logging off the character and logging on to another character. This is going to leave another number of things in the mailbox, however, I'm not personally worried about that. Then we get to the second day. Now, the second day, you're not going to have nearly as many orders to go through. So I take advantage of the extra time I'm granted by going into my mailbox, collecting everything. This includes my Artisan Consortium payouts, my skill point items, everything like that. And I will open those. So I'll get the skill points. I won't be spending them today, though, or on that particular day. And I am going to be saving that, or I will be saving those skill points for another day and opening all the artisan bags. After I open all the artisan bags, my inventory is going to be full of materials that are going to be useful across multiple different characters. And these consumables I'm going to want to put into my warbank, so I will be doing that by opening the warbank distance inhibitor, which is located on the action bar for pretty much all of my characters. And I will be depositing all those materials there. Now, while I have my warbank open, I usually keep a pretty good supply of treatises in my warbank, and I'll withdraw those, use one of each, and then I'll deposit them back. And then after that, I'll be logging off the character, not worrying about spending concentration or really anything else. The next step for the following day is our concentration day. So what I'm going to be doing on concentration day is, again, there's a very small set of orders, so I'll just be filling out that small set of orders. And once I have filled out those orders, I will take a look at anything that's profitable to craft. I'll invest my skill points in that particular item, and then I will spend all of my concentration crafting that particular item. Once I've finished spending on all the concentration, if I really want to, I could open the warbank distance inhibitor and deposit them again. However, I usually don't. I'm usually not that worried about it because I know I'll be doing that again when I collect my skill points again in 3 or 4 days. After that day, there is a bonus day. This only happens once a week, so it's not part of every cycle. And on bonus days, what I'm looking to do is collect any missing tools, missing recipes or patterns, anything that I got an order for that week but wasn't able to fill. And since I am again checking orders every day and I'm only getting a small number that day, it makes perfect sense to use this day to take the time to fly out. The goal is to try and cut each daily maintenance for my characters down as small as I can. I manage 12 characters, and by splitting out the responsibilities, I have taken my time managing them from just over an hour to just under half an hour each day, which has made it a lot easier. Now, the reason that I've selected now to do this is once we're a couple of months into a season, you will notice that, especially on forums, there are a lot of posts that are very doom and gloom about how all the markets are destroyed and there's problems or there's been hot fixes or something like that that have effectively ruined the market for people. When an expansion launches, there is an artificial scarcity that's created just from the fact that a lot of people aren't sure about what they need and they're not sure how to get it once they figure it out. As a result, there's a lot of niche markets that will spring up into existence that don't actually exist, but are instead simply just people learning, figuring out where to spend their skill points, and getting crafters online. So these markets evaporate, and there is a critical threshold where the demand is simultaneously dropping as characters have gotten the gear they need and don't need anything further. And also people are able to provide it more that make it look like the prices just fall right off a cliff. You'll see a lot of things like, oh, they changed the drop rate, or something else about material component availability has changed. And a lot of the times, it's indistinguishable. There's no way to tell which one it actually was. So as a result, I usually don't listen to those posts. People tend to overreact with that sort of thing. It's a simple matter to me of just the supply has finally caught up with the demand and the price has shrunk down. The only time demand is going to rise again is when, once again, everybody needs new gear and things have changed and people aren't sure what to do again. And then you'll see the market start to rise. So my goal here is to just stockpile as much as I can so that when that comes around, I have resources available to me where I can fill their requests, fill their orders, and take advantage of whatever markets of that pop open. If you want to get into something more advanced, you can look at the PTR, try and guess at what it's going to be. But as a older player, I don't tend to invest too heavily into that, so I am kind of just sitting back and coasting and enjoying the free gold that comes from the patron orders and the materials they provide. So I hope that's helpful for you, and I hope you have a wonderful time between seasons, and I wish you the best of luck with gold making in this quiet time and at the start of next season. I will see you in 12.1. Take care.